welcome to the channel G17 Collectables. Today's video is going to be looking at this highly anticipated collectible, the 1:1 scaled replica of the child from the Mandalorian, manufactured by Sideshow Collectables. I don't normally do unboxings, but this one's just arrived and I thought, well, why not open it on a video and let's take a look at it and see what we think. Now, if you have not checked out one of the videos that I've made so far, please do go and check out the back catalogue on content. There's a lot on the collection you can see behind me here, running through what I have, as well as some individual pieces. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks very much for subscribing and checking out another video from myself. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do click that subscription button. There'll be weekly videos minimum coming up. And again, if you like what you see here, give me the thumbs up, leave a comment. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. And you know, it gives me encouragement to keep going and keep producing content for the channel. So without further ado, let's get this thing opened. I'm really looking forward to this one. Pre-ordered it, probably late to the game, probably pre-ordered prior to Christmas in December. I used around about £30 worth of Sideshow rewards. This one was quite expensive. You know, I'm used to buying all types of collectibles, from very small items to hot toys to Star Wars helmets, and I'm no stranger to paying high prices for the right prop. But this probably, this is what made it more expensive. So I probably paid about £300 for it, ordering direct from Sideshow. The item, I think itself, was $375. Shipping was $70. And if you equate that back and taking into consideration the £30 worth of rewards that I used, it probably cost me about £300 from Sideshow. However, as with everything in the UK, we have to go through VAT and taxation, and this one ran me over £95 when it arrived. So yeah, just shy, I think, of about £400 paid. Let's hope it's worth it. I'm sure it is. I've seen pictures, I've checked out other videos. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed with this at all. Nice big box, quite a heavy item already, just feeling the box weight. The shipping carton, although delivered by DHL, and I have to be honest, if you haven't ever ordered anything from Sideshow before, it is, although you do have to pay import taxes and tax and all the other fees that go along with it, Sideshow use DHL for shipping to the UK. And yeah, you pay for the hot toys, you might pay something like £26 for a standard hot toys, £27. Bigger items such as this, 50. A premium format statue, you might pay upwards of £50 to £100 for shipping. Also, handy tip, look out for free shipping deals, because you do save a lot of money on those, although they are very limited products. But ordering from Sideshow is extremely easy and extremely quick. That's the biggest thing I can say about them. The minute you place the order, DHL have the item. They email you probably within 24 hours to say the item's been dispatched. They then ask you for the import charges, and then within a day, as long as you pay those import charges online, which is a very straightforward and simple process, the item's there within the next day. So generally, items from Sideshow only take 2 or 3 days from point of order to come into your door. DHL, they're generally quite a good shipping carrier, and I've never really had any damage to anything. So here we go, life size down here, lovely front outer cover. I believe there's some artwork box in here as well, but yeah, that's pretty simplistic, but pretty nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, how do we get this off? So that's just, yep, slip cover. Let's slip the outer sleeve off. and take a look at the box art. Now the box art in this, as you've probably seen maybe in other videos, it's a stunning box with some lovely, what I believe is a concept art on this. There we have the child with Mando holding him. On the side here, we've got Grogu, or the child playing with some children. Looks like something similar to episode 4 in season 1. Then you have Mando, who's just secured the asset in episode 2, walking through the kind of mountainous caverns. And then on this side, we've got kind of representative scene of Mando reaching out to the child in his hover bed or hover pram, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's get this up. First thing, little sideshow card that says greetings guild member and congratulations on acquiring the asset. And it's basically a promo card that you take pictures, tag Sideshow in via Facebook, Instagram or Twitter, and you share your photographs with Sideshow on how you're displaying the child, how you have fun with the item. Let's have a look. Let me make sure you get this up the right way. The one thing for Sideshow, if you have or haven't had stuff from Sideshow in the past, they always pack things really well. Just be careful when you're running. They always seal the polystyrene clamshell with some tape. You need to be super careful that you're just cutting the tape no more. To be honest, even if you stuck that full blade in, you're probably not going to catch anything, but you can't be too careful. You don't know sometimes. Oh, here we go. Right. We can smell the smell some plastic in there. So 3 main components. We've got the base, the child himself, and we have a little the kind of knob from the Razor Crest. So we'll start with the base. Let's get the base out. Really heavy. There's some lovely artwork on the bottom. Nice solid base. It has one peg for the foot. There's a couple of soft rubber stoppers on the base. Lovely piece of artwork. The child hat is, whilst it says limited edition, there's no edition size set. So it's kind of open edition at the moment. I think Sideshow will continue making these as long as there's a demand. As soon as demand drops off, they'll probably cease production. So if you're looking for one, yes, you have got time to order, but I wouldn't waste too much time, if you know what I mean. Get one if you can. Even if it's on a payment plan. Sideshow's payment plans I use quite a lot. It's relatively straightforward to set a payment plan up. You pay a 10% deposit on something like this. You pay about £30 to pre-order, and then you can either choose to go for a payment plan which charges you an equal amount every month over say 2, 3, 4, 5 payments, or you can pre-order and you can simply just pay for it once it's ready to be shipped. So this, let me show you this, and we'll do some close-ups as well. This just looks and feels absolutely fantastic. It really does. It's not posable. The arms, the legs, they're all silica gel falling out. They are all fixed body. But even the feel of the costume, the weight, it feels like that's what he should weigh. The costume feels really thick. So this little kind of like overcoat that the child of Grogu wears, it's made from a lovely thick material, and it feels as if it is. It's not something like they've just rattled together a very thin piece of material. It's copied exactly, as I understand it, from the one that was used on the show. And it can come off. I'm not going to waste time taking the thing off just now. But wow, this is, there's more of these 3 pads. Oh wow, this is just fantastic. The eyes are so glossy. They're glass eyes, I believe. There's some depth to them. You can see the iris, big pupil. I was kind of concerned before about, when you look at the pictures online and you compare them to what was on video, the cheeks have got a lot more redness in them than what you would see on the Disney series. And that's obviously because of the washout you get on video. But it's modelled exactly as the original prop was, as I understand it. So, you know, I was worried that this kind of comes up as bright red. It's not. It looks just about in balance to what I would. It's a lot more toned down, and it looks in balance to what I would expect. There's wee bits of wispy hair being kind of glued on top. What I liked about this one was, and this is why I chose the Sideshow over Hot Toys. I'm sure the Hot Toys is very good being posable and having the movable jaw. But what I liked about this was there's no seam line on the ears. The Hot Toys ones get interchangeable ears and you get that seam line round here. So I didn't really want that on this particular item for the display. But, you know, I might pick up the Hot Toys one eventually. But this is a thing of beauty. This is a thing of beauty. Now, I think this, it's made of plastic. It's very light. It's almost, it's got a wee bit more weight than a ping pong ball. That's well done, you know. It's got a wee magnet in the bottom. So that wee magnet, I think, should allow, yep, there we go. So that allows Grogu to hold the shifter knob. And it's a really strong magnetic connection there. So, I mean, I'm having to put quite a wee bit of force on that and torque to try and pull it away from his hand. And it's nestled in his hand extremely well. So that's good. I think I would leave that one actually. Costume wise, I think they've nailed it. There's some wire in the top collar. So you've got the option to bend this and have that posed. The wire appears to be only on from here underneath the ears, and then Malaya, it actually comes round. It comes round here, and then the wire comes down here. So there's no wire in that part, but the wire certainly is all the way around, but it comes down here. So that allows you to kind of pose this top collar up and high, as Grogu would have it in the show. That's pretty handy, that's pretty neat. The fabric costume is weathered. You can see that it's almost tattered down this seam line. They've frayed the edges, which is really nice. You can see his wee feet underneath there, but the costume comes down to the kind of ground level, which is good. There's wispy hair all the way down to the back of his neck, which is quite nice. Paint application is stunning. He's not a bright green, he's not a light green, he is just as you've seen in the show. The sculpt is phenomenal. There's wee wrinkles all over the place. There's some rough detail into the skin texture. It's not just, you can feel it with your finger, there's bumps and ridges and things you can't see with the eye, but they're there. Ears are a little bit pink. Yeah, it's in line with the cheeks actually. So overall, that is quite possibly one of my favourite of all time things. It really is. Let's try and put them on this base. So you've got a foot peg hole here, And that's taken a wee bit of wiggling to get him on there. It's a tight fit. Now that's good. Just be careful when you are putting the child onto the base. If you get your own, you'll work it out yourself. Just a wee bit of pressure straight down and a wee bit of wiggling straight on. But that's good because he's quite stable there. So he's not going to fall off. It's not like a very loose peg or a thin peg. It's actually quite a substantial peg. So he's going to be on there quite well. Now another thing from the pictures and the videos, he is looking up, and I was worried that if I put him on a shelf at kind of waist height or knee height, that he'd be looking up too much. I don't really want him on the floor. I very rarely put things on the floor unless it's like 1-to-1 scale Boba Fett, but I don't want him on the floor. I don't think you would get the full impact if he was sitting on the floor. So I want to put him on a shelf, which is perhaps, you know, table height or just slightly lower. And I was a bit concerned that if I did that, he'd be looking up at the ceiling. It's not the case. I think if I was to stand in front of him, he would be looking at my chest. And I'm not a big guy, so he's probably looking at this height. He's looking around about here. That's his gaze. His gaze is about, you know, that kind of angle, which is only what, about maybe 25% or something like that. Yeah. So you probably can have him on a high up shelf at chest height, and you're still going to see the detail of this face. You might lose a bit if you go above head height. You're going to lose a bit of this top section with the wee wispy hairs, and these are a wee bit flat. So I'm just going to very lightly push my fingers around and get some of that fluff to stand up a bit more. But wow, this is well done, Sideshow. Well done, Sideshow. I know they modelled it after the original movie prop that they used, the on-set prop. The costume though is just fantastic. And you know, I was also a bit concerned. I thought, do you know, it would be great if he was posable. That would be fantastic, so you could lift his arm, do the force move. But now that I've got it, I'm not that concerned about making it posable. I think it works in the pose that it is. I think his expression, his tilted head look up, and the way the hands are down, because he generally had his hands down he generally had his arms in this position most of the time. I'm not fussed about posable arm movements, and I thought about, well, I could do it some others have done and chop the arms, put a ball joint in the shoulder, and that's going to give me the mobility and the posability that I'm wanting, so I could lift this arm up, you know. But you know what, I'm not going to bother doing it. I think it's perfect as it is. It's ideal, honestly. It's brilliant. You may have a different opinion. You may think that the Hot Toys one with the posable jaw and the teeth and the arm movements, as well as interchangeable ears, is a one for you. And do you know what? There's no right or wrong answer here. But I'm very happy with this. And I'm not going to rule out never getting the Hot Toys one. I have been tempted. It's about £450 odd. And you can get it from retailers right now because Hot Toys released it about 2 days ago in Hong Kong. So if you go on Hong Kong retailer or Hong Kong reseller websites such as Toys Wonderland, you can pick it up right now. It's in stock, or it was when I checked yesterday. £458. The killer is that you have to pay £100 odd for shipping because it is a larger box, and they have to do it by DHL rather than Hong Kong Post. You could wait until it comes into Sideshow and order it from there, or comic book store, or your local UK or US or whatever country you are in. You can order it from one of the retailers once the Hot Toys one comes out. But I am perfectly happy with this one. It would be a stretch for me, I think, to spend £460 on the Hot Toys version when I've already got this. And I'm put off slightly by things like the lines round the ears. I'll need to look at more reviews and videos, and maybe I'll be tempted. But this is amazing. I've been collecting for a long time. It takes quite a lot to impress me. I'm impressed by a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong, but I've started collecting 2001, So I'm 20 years now, and you know, I've seen the industry get better and better and better. This is one of these things which is a pinnacle of collecting. It's a thing of beauty. It's very well done. And although I paid £400 for it, and I thought that's an expensive £400 item for what it is, size wise, it is worth every penny. So there you have it, the Sideshow Collectables Mandalorian child life-size statue. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Get one. Don't delay. Go and order one. Find one. Get one. Order it. It is brilliant. I'm very happy with it. Now again, thanks very much for checking out the video today. Support's always appreciated. I am a new channel and I'm just trying to put some content out there that people will like. If you like it, please do hit the like button. I'd very much appreciate it. And if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate that support. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe. I've got some videos up just now. We're doing some Hot Toys unboxing, Hot Toys roulette I call it. I've got some collection tours up there so you can view everything here. There's also reviews on some singular items. I've had a whole load of stuff just delivered, including new Hot Toys. I ordered another Hot Toys set yesterday. So there's 4 Hot Toys to be opened. We have another item that's to be opened, which is made by Chronicle Collectables, which I managed to score recently. And there's a story behind that one, so do tune in to see that video. There's a good story behind it. But for now, thank you very much for sticking with us. Thank you for checking out the whole video. Please do comment if you have any questions. I can help you out. I'm more than happy to do so. And yeah, thanks very much, and until next time, take care.